This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Sorry for the brief delay. We're going to get into the technicals. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And we're going to go over some price action. What did we say yesterday, guys? What was it in terms of a potential bull trap? You guys know that. Potential bull trap. Now, we haven't given up on this level at all, but I want to go through the details. Very important, guys. Very important. Shout out to all the VIP. Want to shout out to Venus. Want to shout out, I was just having a discussion with Venus. Hope you're doing well, Venus. Want to shout out to AJ Crypto. Shout out to all the guys in the back. AJ and Venus are some of the VIP that I've chatted with recently. It would not be the same without you if you're traveling this summer, which I know that they are. Both of them are. Please be safe. Please be safe out there. So in terms of this price action, guys, we have to talk about it. The rising wedge. Yes, we have to talk about the target that we had to the downside first and foremost. You understand it. First of all, this is London with Bitcoin Spike. You know that. Former hedge fund, non-SEC private, not financial advice. But you guys know this is crypto. This is Bitcoin, so that's kind of impossible. All right, just because it's not a security. In terms of the rising wedge, is typically a bearish feature. We know this. It's typically a bearish feature. And in terms of VIP, top level of membership, I want to let you guys know that we are trading. Anyone who is interested in VIP, take a look at this. I want you to see today. I'll make a specific video, but just look at the returns today. Just today. Look at Venus at 101%. Okay? Mordecai, I'm so excited. Mordecai, a brand new VIP, 68%. Just today, guys. Venus, look at Venus, 246%. Freddie with 104%. And so we've got Venus with two great trades. You'll notice one, I believe, long and a short. Freddie, I think Freddie has a couple of trades. That may just be one of his trades. But that's what we do in the back. When we're saying in the back, in terms of the 100 rounds, getting that repetition is crucial in terms of developing consistency. So as we go through the details, I'm excited that last night I was able to give you guys just the momentum looked tough. I'm going to tell you, it looked tough. We're holding on by a razor's edge right now, just in terms of let's say we'll distinguish this in terms of this level of support. We would like to have, you guys all know this, if you traded this, you know this. When I call it a bull trap, right? Just questioning, are we looking at a bull trap? Now, I'm going to go further into some Elliott wave theory so that you can understand exactly what we're looking at, okay? Please pay attention. Elliott wave theory. Now, she has been dicey, meaning Bitcoin has been very dicey. I'm telling you guys, in terms of this specific feature, I wanted to tell the VIP again. I was cracking my knuckles out. I was patient. I decided not to. All right, but I went ahead and just withheld this just for a moment so we could discuss it. First of all, the pivots that we're looking at, the pivot tools have been very productive. Congratulations to anyone who's trading on pivots in the back. I know you're doing well. Hey, what's up, guys? Now, in terms of the overthrow, we're going to discuss this, guys. Pay attention anytime, I'm going to say this, pay attention anytime that you have a blow off top. Okay, what's a blow off top? A blow off top is very easy to spot in terms of looking at this, and I want to shout out to all the VIP. I know you guys are having a good weekend so far. Mine just got better because we get to stream. Bottom line, I'm excited about this. Excited when we get to talk about returns, guys, when we see trades getting booked, 246%. Mordecai, brand new. And shout out, Mordecai. Way to go, brother. 68%. Venus with a couple trades there. I know Freddie with multiple trades today as well. Freddie, one of those was 104%. I know he was in a long for, I think, a couple 100% as well. Just that makes my day, guys. That's why we're here. That's why we're developing. That's why we're building in 2022. My goal is to develop you as the top-notch traders, period. That's what we want to accomplish, and you guys are well on your way. Now, in terms of an overthrow, I just stated in terms of what an overthrow is, let's go through what the overthrow is first of all. An overthrow, and I'm coupling this with the idea of a blow-off top. What is a blow-off top? Well, a blow-off top essentially is a run-up and some dramatic price action and a pretty good scaled down retracement without any type of a real solid trajectory back up in this zone, right? The higher this goes, right, the more we're looking at kind of a blow off top. It can be relative, but I'm stating here that we do have a blow off top within the definition of blow off top. Yes, we do. Boom. Just kind of a it's floating. It's up. It's down. We do have a double top there, but in the context, I still am going to call this personally a blow off top in that it's up and over the range as well. Boom. Something up and along this line, about equivalent, would be nice. Normally it's a single peak, but I'm going to call this a blow off top, and I'm doing that for a reason. I want you to look for blow off tops in the context of your carry up from the lower level. Guys, look at this lower level of support line carried up, bam, to resistance. Freddie in the house. What's up, Freddie? My man, what's up, brother? Nice to have you, Freddie. VIP in the house. Freddie booking trades today. That's the most important thing, Freddie. Booking trades. I don't care about the overall, and you know this, I do not care about the overall, how much money will I make this month. Guys, I've seen so many traders go down the wrong way trying to use too much capital to create extra earning, to create extra gains. They may be profitable 1 week, and then the next 3 weeks, boom, down the hill. Some people think, well, it's just there's a signal around the corner. There's some inside information I need to get. There's a get rich quick kind of coin that I'm going to get into. There's going to be something break my way that's going to facilitate me to earning or to making that surprise. Really, guys, that surprise, that unbelievable statement financially. The consistency, and we know this. What's up, Mordecai? What's up, Freddie? And Freddie, I say the consistency. And I had a discussion today, guys, with a college kid. I talked with a lot of different traders, some finance majors, etc. throughout the day. I talked with a college kid today as we're talking about a blow-off top. The purpose here, the point here is this overthrow, right? As we look at a super trend, the level of support brought up to the level of resistance. Now, we had another one of these, okay, and I was hesitant to bring this to the VIP, all right? But anytime that you have this specific feature of a throw over, boom, over resistance, technically, now this pushed really, really laterally, okay? Technically, I'm going to say the target's going to be beyond, and it's going to be beyond. Once we breach this top line resistance, the target's going to be beyond and below the level of support. This is an interesting dynamic here because we are beyond and below technically the line of support, but we were carving quite well. Buyers were definitely and still are definitely giving the bears a run for their money at this level. Just understand the Elliott wave concept of an overthrow, and you can divorce it from the blow off top. I'll say that as a matter of fact. You can divorce that as a matter of fact from a blow off top. Just anytime that you see any kind of a blow off top like that, you'll normally see that coupled if you're in an Elliott wave dynamic with a super trend fall through or breakdown. Let's say breakdown through level of support as well. The infamous chart for this is the coffee market. Believe it or not, if you guys look at Prechter, look at the coffee market. Boom, up and through resistance, overthrow, back down through support. Brent crude, okay, Brent crude, West Texas Intermediate. Whichever chart you look at in terms of oil, this, let's say that over the past 6 months, exhibited an overthrow. Boom. And if you were watching the oil, West Texas Intermediate, it's an incredible. These are interesting shorts. I'm just going to tell you guys, if you're looking for, you want some inside information or maybe some just some information, right? You guys want some information. Look at this in terms of West Texas Intermediate. Just to show you this concept. We were looking at a heck of a very nice, and you guys may not want to look at this. It's like it's the oil chart. Why do we want to look at the oil chart? The purpose is to discuss the overthrow, is to discuss this feature here, right, as we would talk about, and we could look at Brent, etc., but as you would look at this specific feature here, boom, up and over, when you got up and over this line of resistance here, I'm telling you guys, they were hammering in on shorts like money mattered. Boom. We have a few different angles here on WTI and Brent. I'm not going to go into them. They're probably classified in terms of needing financial analysis, and that's the good thing about, I'd say the good thing about, and I'll bring you guys charts in the back. We'll do that. And I already have. We've gone through this with VIP just to kind of try and quick catch up, Mordecai and whoever else. We went through the oil super trend up and over and back through level of support. So I'll find the right charts on that, and we'll update you guys in the back. That was a quick flash moment there, but very important when you get up and over resistance. A lot of times you'll see shorts engaging. Just log that personally. So the symmetrical triangulation, and do log that. I mean that seriously, guys. That oil short was big. Some of the VIP in the back are like, you bet it, because we called it. We talked about it, super trend on oil, and it didn't look like it was going back down, did it? And sure enough, it did. Back through that level of support. That was a big drop, wasn't it, guys? It went just vertical. The super trend, boom, back through that support. So congrats to the VIP who were around then. If you weren't, I'll update you guys with a chart tonight so you can see that concept. Okay, a very important concept. Now, in terms of this move to the upside, symmetrical consolidation, getting past that Elliott wave theory, as we would look at the specifics here, we had a nice triangulation last night. Just the momentum dynamics weren't adding up very well, guys. They just weren't adding up very well. So this specific, as we could look at the 4-hourly, just in terms of that, if we would look at the MACD on the, let's go to the 4-hourly MACD. This was, when I say bull trap, right? Bull trap. Who traded long today and got caught? Let's just ask that question. Who went long on a bullish-looking pattern and got caught or lost some money here? That is going to be a lot of people in the market who saw a specific, and this is going to be an important stream content. Let's go through this content. Very, very important. You know you have lower levels of the Fibonacci's. Orders are waiting at these lower levels of the Fibonacci. Tell me the golden pocket is not loaded up right now. Come on, guys. 20,200 loaded up. You guys know this. 20,700, the 50% loaded up, okay, with orders. This level right here, guys, 21,131 loaded up with orders. I'm telling you guys, you know this without a doubt. So in terms of the framework, what's important about this, yes, we hit our target. Okay, there's been a target engaged. Boom. Anytime that we hit a target, I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. That wedge tactic that we look at, it's a further confirmation to me that we've got something consistent from Bitcoin, which seems so inconsistent. The more that we can find a level of consistency amongst her, amidst her technical conformance, her technical operation, we start to get excited. We start to lean into the trading view. We start to realize what VIP is all about. When we see more consistency on the guys, I'm gonna tell you on the targets in this zone, wedges hitting targets. Come on, guys. 90 to 95% of those targets were hit by VIP. Boom. This was an incredible zone up here in the 30s. You guys know that. It was unbelievable. We left just a few behind towards the end. Boom, to the downside. The best case scenario is something I can bring you that is outside of the framework today that you could digest, that you could accept. Before I go into the issues in terms of why I was a bit concerned about a bull trap. If you lost on the specific move to the upside, what's the let's say this. What's the rule? What's the maximum? Every trade, 1/100th of a comfortably expendable amount of cash. Period, guys. Until you get consistent, it has to be that 1/100th of a comfortably expendable amount of cash. And I mean that, guys, until you get consistent. I talked to a guy, and we'll go through some details right now. But I spoke with a college kid today. He's trying to learn. He's trying to trade. He's doing this and that. He's a smart fellow. And I discussed with him. I told him, he says, well, I'm trying to trade. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to do. I said, you need to trade. He wanted to trade on paper. I'm like, you need to trade. I don't care if it's a quarter. And he says, a quarter? I said, you trade 1/4 in the market if they'll let you. And he looks at me like, 1/4? Because the pride in him, the pride in this young kid I was talking to, he had to trade more than a quarter. Or he had to put on paper something more than a quarter. It had to be more than that. And I tell him, I looked at him and I told him, if you can't stack together 4 quarters, what in the world are you doing executing a trade for $100 or $500 or $5,000? If you can't sit in a market and stack 4 quarters in a row, then what in the world are you doing in the market? And he looked at me and I was like, I say, what are you doing in the market in terms of risking a greater amount of money? And the quick, easy solution to he and his friend were, well, his friend just said, you know what you should do is just paper trade. Just paper trade for now. I looked at his friend and I said, you will not care about the trade at all. I promise you, you will not care about the trade at all if you decide to paper trade. And his friend says, well, I said, if you have something to do, you have something to go and take care of, you'll leave the trade, you'll let it squash, no problem. And then his friend looks at him and says, yeah, well, I do leave my trades. Yeah, I do. That's not the answer. Small amounts of cash. Work on your consistency in terms of that, guys. Very important. I'm drawing any type of a formulation I can get in this zone right here for the following reason. We'll discuss that MACD lead-in on the 4-hourly. Want to shout out to Nick Balls. I see Nick. What's up, brother? It's birthday time for Nick. That's going to be this week. What's up? Hey, Ryan, what's up, boss man? Now, in terms of the ideal, you guys want to know ideal? Okay, this would be amazing, guys. Looking at the 50% retracement, you guys will recall this. I have this drawn up as just a guys, just a primer, just something to get you thinking in terms of this specific preceding zone in here where we're at now. Could we get up and interact in this level to formulate, even if it's a bear flag? Or could we formulate, and it will make itself, it'll become apparent what we're going to formulate. Could it be a flag, something either to the upside, right, a bull flag, or could it be could it turn into more of a bear flag as well? But some additional volatility would be welcome. You guys know that. This zone in here, that 50% retracement area was hot. You guys know that. We had the low. If you guys want to know, our target was the low on the 4-hourly period. That was the target we provided in this zone on the way down. It was underneath the 50% retracement, and bam, that sucker hit. That was nice, guys. Way to go. Way to go. So some additional volatility in this area, something matching up with, because I know we have volatility. I just know that we have that in Bitcoin. We have the potential to rifle between two ranges here. That would be ideal. I'm just bringing that up for the following reason. If we could establish some volatility between these two levels, guys, it could not only sync better with the macro, but at least projecting such can open your framework technically to some possibilities in this zone, right? One of the possibilities in this zone, just as you think outside of the box, because we're so hammered in on a small rising wedge, on a small feature, noted, right, bull trap city, in terms of right at the threshold of the 200 exponential moving. You guys got this. Make sure you're on a big screen TV, guys. Make sure this is not on a small handheld or a small computer. This 200 exponential moving average has been the bear. You guys know that. In terms of the level of resistance, we were able to conquer it in this zone, right in that 50% retracement here, contact level. We were able to get up and over periods of time, up and over that zone. It would take that now, and I'm bringing up some interaction between the preceding level here to the left, right, this preceding level, in terms of some sort of interaction here, because essentially what we're asking to do is going to formulate some sort of a bigger pattern in here, which would be very, very welcome. And I just, in terms of this, I'll say this much. In terms of projections, when we draw on the screen, when we're projecting out price, I'm going to tell you, it boils down to the micro. You guys know this. The next move on Bitcoin is oftentimes dictated by the micro. Even if you are in a macro pattern, you guys know if you're in a macro pattern, still the micro is going to many times kick you down, push you up. You guys know how that works. That's why we're focused on that in the back. So very important that we have hit a target. If you have not watched Bitcoin Spike, and I want to shout out to all the VIP, without a doubt. I want to shout out to all the VIP, our top level of membership, and that chat there is for VIP. Without a doubt, you guys are doing great in the back. Let's go over the returns very quickly again, just for me to brag about the VIP. 246% from Venus. That's one trade. Bam. 104%. Boom. Look at Leo shouting out in the chats. What's up, Leo? 68%. That's Mordecai in the house, 68% already, brand new VIP. And look at Venus again, long and then the short, 101%. Freddie, if you have an outstanding additional trade, please update this so I can update everybody. I have a feeling that Anthony is trading. I have a feeling that Bill is trading, and they may be waiting. I think Anthony is waiting to see if he could just rock it out at like maybe 1,000% gain. I think he's waiting. That's I know Anthony pretty well, and I think he's probably waiting on that. So the important feature right now is that amidst all of the indicators, amidst all of the projections, as I were to look at, and let me make sure I'm going to go ahead and hide the pivots for a moment. Let me take the pivots off for a moment. Let's get into, let me go ahead and clean up technicals just for a bit here. We'll take the Bollinger Band off. We have crested through the top level on the 4-hourly. You see that, right? They say 95% of price action is contained within the Bollinger Band, right? So it acts as a resistance and a support, right? There's often interaction at this at the extrematures. You guys know that. We're coming importantly into contact with the 20 on the Bollinger Band. Very important. That 20 moving average. It's a simple moving average. It's not exponential. It's a simple moving average, okay? You can see this pink line here, the interaction. Boom. Now, the important facet of our interaction. Just went to, don't need to go to Heiken. Actually, I wanted to go to flat candles or normal candles. Let's go to this, guys. The important component, I want you to absorb this the best that you can. Please, please focus on what I'm about to say. There is a strategy, a very well-regarded strategy in trading. It applies to crypto, to the overall markets, guys. It applies right now. In terms of the Bollinger Band, we've been discussing this. We've been testing this in the back. We have an opportunity potentially to test it here with the 20 moving average. This is going to be the strategy. If a candle were to set below, boom, this is a big deal, guys, below the 20 moving average, a candle, if it were to set squarely below the 20 moving average, then the lower band would become a target. Boom. I'm going to tell you guys, it's simply a straightforward process of targeting once that 20 has been, and you guys understand when you trade a breakout, on a pattern, sometimes you'll wait and you want to see a 4-hourly candle and then a confirmation. That's a big time frame. So we're on the 4-hourly right now. We're testing. We've come into contact with that 20. The 20 has acted recently as a level of support, right? You'll see a nice doji there. We're not heavy into candles, but I'll remark on them when they seem to behave. It's kind of the way the candles are, guys. You know how they are if you deal with them a lot. Looking at and it may depend, I'll state this, it may depend if you're a candle expert, what type of candle we have. Leave that for the rest, guys. What do? We buy at support, sell at resistance, we trade our patterns, and we hit our targets. So the candle framework is advanced. I'll just say that. For right now, it's advanced. It's beyond the scope, but I will let you know. Look at the level of interaction. Resistance, near resistance here, shot through. Look at the candle framework on the 4-hourly. It's been relatively consistent on the way down. Support here, boom, another contact here. We have an opportunity for support, or we have an opportunity to set a candle underneath and to project to the downside. As you look at your specific, guys, as you look at your specific retracements that are at work here, bam, looking at that top level, and this is stretched as far back as reasonably could be expected. I'm going to tell you on the candle wicks, a lot of traders are, I'm sure, playing this interval level here. This is kind of a slow march to the upside. We prefer, honestly, when we're drawing our Fibonacci's, to have a good boom, a strong move to the upside. You guys know that. With this level here, boom to the upside, we're right about that 50% level. So maybe a tighter interval, a bit more aggressively driven, more of a relaxed or conservative framework would be down through, essentially down through the range low. You guys know that, through the ultimate range low. And that's an interesting point for us to get to now. Look at the ultimate range low. We're just along this 23.6. Very important. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snapshot this and make sure that the VIP get this in the back. This is the type of information we definitely want to bring them immediately. If you're not in VIP, you need to join. Boom. So that if anyone is missing the stream right now, you guys have that in the back. You can look at the actual figures, the actual targets. That is the level of interaction here. We had placed it with another Fibonacci level, but I would encourage all the traders that are watching right now to go from the low to the high, okay, on the candle wicks right now. This level of current interaction is that 23.6. And again, on the 4-hourly, we are testing that 20 moving average. Very important. Please look at the interaction, preceding interaction along the 20 on the Bollinger Band. Very important. You guys know Bollinger Bands are very effective. Shout out to Vlad, my man. What's up, Vlad? Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope everything's going well. Anytime I think of Bollinger Bands, I think of Vlad. He's VIP, and he knows what he's doing. Also, shout out to Jubal. What's up, brother? Hope Alaska's going well, man. Hope it's going great up there in the summertime, hopefully a little cooler. What's up? In terms of, let's go back into the framework that we were in. One of the, I'd say, amidst this difficult that we called, guys, you guys know we called we brought it up for, and if I bring something up, I'm bringing it up for you to consider in your trade approach. Are we going to be right 100% of the time? I did some projections earlier that were intentionally not geared towards being correct, that are just intended to have you expand your thinking, your technical horizon, right? Get you asking different questions, looking at things in a different format, right? Can you expand the can you think outside of the box? Okay, because the top traders are thinking outside of the box, guys. They've already traded. A lot of traders will come to the game. They're ready to win again. Maybe they booked. I'll say they booked like maybe 300 or 400 trades. They're ready to win. They're ready to beat the entirety of the market. But those guys are out there that have 10,000 plus trades, right? So when I'm bringing something up, and you may say, well, that doesn't apply, just understand I've booked a lot of trades. A lot of you guys have as well. And when I bring up hypotheticals, when I bring up different ways of looking at things, I'm going through the process that we go through in the back. I'm going through the process that I would recommend you guys go through. And while not everything may apply, it's not always intended to be 100% accurate. I want to stretch your thinking. When we're looking at something like a target being hit, boom. You guys know our targeting process. Again, the video is, and guys, I'm not plugging it. I want you to understand what's going on here. Don't take it as a plug. If you want to know how this is a target and how it just got hit, watch Bitcoin Spike Wedge Tactics. And if you don't know how this was a target, boom, and I mean trading towards this target, bam, nice hit, guys. Way to go, VIP. That's a nice hit. We were talking about hitting this specific target. Essentially, it's the apex of a rising wedge, right? And why is it a target? Well, it's a target because we are in a rising wedge. Generally, the rising wedge, which is the guys, buyers on support, the sellers at resistance, intended. Generally, it's constructed with the understanding. We'll say this: the general understanding of a breakdown. When it breaks to the upside, technically it fails. Technically, this specific demand function between the buyers and the sellers, this is a demand function in the following regard. Literally, this specific apex, and you're going to agree with this specific apex here is a calculated point on the price line, period. It's an exact dollar figure. This convergence between the buyers, the demand function, and the sellers, bam, constrict in one literal ultimate, guys, and an ultimate conclusion. That demand function has a solution, bam. So when we see a breach, essentially what we're looking at, if a breach is to the upside on something that generally should be bearish, it should be bearish. If we see a breach, guys, if the pattern fails, we're experiencing a divergence. Understand, a price line divergence away from the demand function, which is intended, I keep saying the word intended, I should say constructed with the general understanding. How about that? It's constructed with the general understanding that it should break, bam, to the downside. So when we have that price line divergence, yes, this conclusion of the demand function is in play as a target. Boom. Now, we do target quite frequently in the back. I want to let you know. It's Bitcoin Spike Wedge Tactics. You need to look at that video, guys. Please look at that video. We talk about the requirement that once you have a target, what do we need to get to our target? We need a pattern to get to our target. You understand that, okay? And I talked about yesterday, very importantly, people want to know, is something going up or is it going down? Right? That's the easiest, I'd say the most frequent question we get, believe it or not. Is it going up or is it going down? Should I long or should I short? Now, that the directional advice that people are looking for all the time, it's the same thing as a target. You might as well say, well, are we going up? You might as well pick a number, 22,750 or 20,000. Easy. Are we going up or going down? Pick a number for right now. The point I'm proving is that direction is just like a specific target. Boom. We'll get a target. Guys, we'll identify our targets along the way, and we're very precise about when we're leaving an area. And you guys know this. When we leave an area, when price trajects up and out of an area, we are almost famous within our own group. Guys, you know this, of saying, well, we have a target at this level. Yeah, we have a target at this level. Then we have a target at this level. And sure enough, boom, 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 she will come down and hit all those levels of these pre-existing targets. So while we're trajecting, let's say, to the upside, our group is formulating, we are looking at downside targets. So if we traject, and it's the same way, guys, if we traject to the downside, we are very cognizant of upside targets. You know this. Now, in terms of like an upside target here, we just hit a very proximal target, very nearby proximal target. You guys know this. In terms of a more distant upside target, what we would say is the following, and understand this in terms of targeting, very important. The fact that we did traject back up to this level, to me, this is still an active target. Okay? Yes, we confirmed off prior support to resistance on this falling wedge at the preceding level around 30,000. What I'll say is that this doesn't satisfy me for a target hit. I literally want this to be hit outside of this level of resistance, okay? Because it should have, this demand function, being a descending wedge, should have trajected to the upside. Generally, that's the understanding. It would have trajected to the upside. So we've been leaving these behind in the bear market on the micro and the macro. This is the point. As I'm going through this, you'll say, well, this one didn't work. It didn't hit. No, we do have a target right now. We still have a target at 27,863. We still have it. What do we need to get there? We always need a pattern. Boom. We get a target, and you guys, the first thing is get a target. I tell VIP all the time. 1, establish your target. 2, you need a pattern to get you to your target. Bottom line, if you can operate with those two things in mind, and it's very important as you look at it, because it's the same thing as the question, this common question we get: is it going up or is it going down? Is Bitcoin going up or is it going down? Should I long or should I short? What's the answer? Well, essentially, you want a target. Okay, you're asking me, should you target to the upside or target to the downside? Direction becomes the target, guys. Is it going up or going down? What's the answer? Just like the target here, just like the target we had here. Okay, you have a target. Let's say you have a direction. You want to go a direction or you want to hit a target. How do you get there? Well, you're going to need a pattern to get there. Bottom line. Many times throughout the day, I know you get frustrated. While Bitcoin is formulating a pattern, I know it's frustrating. I know it takes too long. I know that you're a lot of times you don't know which direction Bitcoin's going to go. What do you need? You need additional patterning. It's not intended to give you a signal up or down at every single point in the market, at every single moment in the market. It's not intended or constructed to constantly be telling you which direction it's going to be going. We have macro down to micro. You understand this? We have macro patterns. We have micro patterns. We can get there, honestly, on the 1 second if we choose to get the probabilities if we choose. However, there are inconsistencies. Like I said last night, the stars are not always aligned, right, to say it's time to set sail. Boom, we go this direction. So when you're in that flux, when you're waiting, if you don't have a position and you want to trade, the most important thing you can do, if it's nebulous at all, if there's a bit of a clouded situation you don't understand, like, well, it's just there, half of the evidence is leading towards our going up, half of the evidence is leading towards our going down. Wait for additional patterning to develop, okay? Take the direction up or down just like you would a target. The same thing as you would a target. If you want to go up, what do you need to go up? You need a pattern to take you up, guys. If you want to go down, what do you need to take it down? Right? Well, you could have a failed pattern, and you also could have a failed pattern to go up if we were looking at a bear flag. If a bear flag fails, right, we could produce positive pricing. You guys know that. So in the context of this specific move, I want to shout out to everybody who watched last night's video. It was, I hated that, guys. I didn't want to put that. Something about me, I just kind of knew it. I had to say it, right? Bull trap. Now, this level isn't done. You guys know that. But bull trap, ouch, bam. I know a lot of traders, guys. It had to be, we talked today, it was 40+ million crypto traders in the world. How many of them do you think got skunked out here? A lot. Okay, so when I bring up I'm going to bring you the positives as much as I can. I'm a bull by nature, but when you know that, guys, I'm going to bring this up for your consideration in terms of bull trap and boom. It's just, we just run, we throw the basketball, just total brick, just boom. Just not the move to the upside. Now, what was the problem? The problem, and this is very interesting, let's go through this for VIP. Huge, huge point. Please listen up, guys. As we would look at this, we hung around for a confirmation for a while. Long top line preceding level of resistance to support. Did we not? Slow price action. Holding on to the notion that we would confirm prior resistance as support to boom, move to the upside within a channel dynamic. Now, this was the question, and I brought this up to VIP, a little bit of a challenge. Sometimes I challenge you guys to see if I can get you thinking. It's always better if you're thinking technically in the back, etc. No, we don't want it to be a stale room with just a buyer's club. We don't want that, guys. That's not the MO. We want you guys to be able to trade, right? Bring the heat in the back. That's the idea. And if you guys are not VIP yet, you need to join today because we are having a blast. We have a great group this year. Really excited to be building VIP with you guys. That's honesty. Absolute honesty, guys. I'm a member too, just so that you know. I'm a VIP as well. So, 1 second, please. Let me get a sip of water. Thank you very, very much, guys. Just a quick sip. Now, in terms of this is the question of, I'm going to tell you guys, the top traders right now in the market 100% are analyzing the exact following thing that we're about to talk about. Please pay attention. Crucially, critically, pay attention. We have on the macro a symmetrical triangulation. Absolutely. We have a symmetrical triangulation. What was the one thing we didn't get on the symmetrical triangulation? We did not get any kind of a confirmation. Now, we were in one heck of a fan reversal here. We traded this, back and forth multiple times in the VIP. Boom, moved to the upside. Now, we had a solid move to the upside. I'll state this as for a record, guys, for the record. Typically, and we discussed this in the back as well tonight as well. Also, a move to the upside typically will want to repeat. Boom. You guys know that tendency that flagpole's created, right? However, as we look at the micro, and this is the most important thing that's going on in the market right now, heavy consideration being given to one thing, guys, one thing really, multiple things, but first and foremost, the fact that we broke out of this pattern, bull trap. On the micro, we did not confirm, we did not get that momentum to the upside. But what did that bring into scope? Well, the micro sitting here with this small symmetrical triangulation, guys, it was for an hour plus, 2 hours plus, trying to confirm. As it was trying to confirm, I'm telling VIP in the back, I'm like, VIP, what is this telling us? What does it have all the top traders considering? And they thought for a while, etc. I'm like, what they're considering is why on the macro, we didn't confirm. We did not confirm. We just sat for hours today trying to confirm on a symmetrical triangulation. You guys know this. So pay attention. Do the extrapolation in terms of the micro to the macro. When we look at circumstances like this on the macro, and I'll say macro is just a let's say on the 30-minute. Let's say the 30-minute is still within the scope of the macro. We're in a larger base pattern here to a smaller base pattern. But when we trade even on the 5-minute, the 3-minute, 1 minute, or lower, we're constantly reviewing issues like this. You see how the small scale feature here of the confirmation that lasted for the attempt that lasted for hours at this level above. And I'm asking the VIP, what is this saying to you? What else does this make you think of? It makes you think of the entirety of this triangulation. To the extent it would be intentional or not by the exchanges, it's an opportunity for you to realize, well, hey, wait, hold on. This spent a couple of hours here. I bet I'm not the only one in the market, you might think, that has sat and thought, well, this is a symmetrical triangulation here, right? Smaller symmetrical triangulation. This is a larger symmetrical triangulation. We spent an hour, right? An hour plus, guys, maybe 2 hours trying to confirm on this one. Wait, we haven't confirmed on this one at all. So let that raise the alarm bell a little bit. Let that comparative technical analytic sink in. Does it mean we're going back down for a confirmation? I'll tell you as an absolute fact, and you know this, I'll shout out to Jubal. He loves those order books. Look at this. In terms of level of resistance, boom. I will tell you, this level is loaded up with orders like you can't believe. Yeah, you can believe, especially after the market reminds us over a period of hours today, hey, by the way, it's a nice requirement, isn't it? A technical requirement. Sometimes we don't get it. You guys know, but it's a nice technical requirement for us to have a confirmation prior resistance to support. You guys, we sat through that for long enough today. So that's the benefit of the comparative analytics that you'll do in terms of not just on the 30-minute from a smaller, let's say, pattern to a larger pattern, but once you get into this, into the real micro, get into the 5-minute pattern, get into the right beyond that. You'll start to deal with more patterns that'll start to, I'd say, it acts as a what would you say? Just a nice. What would we say? Just a nice guys. What I said earlier today. It talks to you. Bitcoin's talking to you. What is she telling you? The exchanges are talking to you. What are they telling you? And I mean that. A lot of times I mean that. The exchanges are conveying information to you right now. Or take it as the fellow traders are conveying information to you right now. As you look at a symmetrical triangulation here with an attempt to confirm, it lasted a while. Boom. Down on through it. Why didn't we get the confirmation here? I'm going to tell you guys, once you sit through this and look at the development of this triangulation, look how long it took. Shout out to anyone who watched the video last night that I cut real quickly, that bull trap video. Ouch, guys, ouch. You guys know that. Looking at this was 2 days and 5 hours, guys. 2 days and 5 hours we've been formulating this symmetrical triangulation. So the fact that we spent an hour or 2 hours waiting to see if we could confirm off this top line resistance into support, understand that's 2 days. It's over 2 days that we spent formulating that symmetrical triangulation. I'm bringing that up because this is ingrained in our in our trading. It is what we've been trading. We've been focused like a laser-eyed on this specific pattern, right, for 2 days. Now this specific pattern. I mean, you guys have to put this in context. This specific pattern has taken us how long? It's a great symmetrical triangulation. I'm not going to say perfect, but look at it, guys. It's textbook. 22 days, right? So we spent 10 times as long making this specific pattern, and we're sitting here like, hold on. Where is our confirmation? You guys know we traded this on the way up. Everybody went gangbusters. It's nice, but where's the confirmation? Right, so that level of inconsistency, it's worth considering. It is, and it has people thinking, not just you and me right now. It has the top traders in the market looking at this level, like, I'm gonna have to put some orders here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to stack. You guys know this. You know, we'll trade the breakout up above, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and stack. Right, I'm gonna have to go ahead and stack maybe some orders here. Let's go into. I keep hitting that Heikinashi. I don't want to do that right now. Looking at the specifics here, yeah, it's got everybody in the market looking at the coincidence here. Where would be the correct Fibonacci for the specific confirmation if we were to hit it, right? What is this specific level? I guess it's going to be perfectly at that 38.2, right along underneath. May push a little bit, may get a little bit better of a discount underneath that 38.2, that second level down. When someone brings up, very important, guys, the guys who want the easy answer in the market, the quick answer in the market, what do? They show up and they just want to hear. They just want to be mentally fed. It's very interesting, guys. You know this. They just want to hear something like, well, price is now currently operating at the 23% retracement. They just want to hear that. Now, the top traders, the difference is this. The top traders know that there are orders here. And the top traders know how to implement orders at this level, at the top level. So it's communicated differently. The average retail trader hears something technical and is satisfied. Oh, it's a Fibonacci. Oh, it's a this and that. It means something completely different when you're ready to implement it and ready to trade it. That's why we spend time. That's why I'm emphatic. That's why we're building in 2022. You guys know this. So when we look at the framework here, when I say the 38.2 or the 50%, when I'm saying and talking about the let's say this confluence, right, this overlap between the level of resistance and this 38.2, for you being top traders, you understand, yes, this is a prime spot to target. There are a lot of orders at this level, meaning are your orders at this level? Boom, right? Now, to state that we enjoy stacking orders, you guys know this, right? So, I mean, it's a part of VIP. That's what we do, guys. Love being heavy loaded. The best way to sleep in crypto, 24/7, 365. You understand this, guys. Difficult to sleep. What's the best way to go to sleep at night, guys? I'm going to tell you the best way. You want to know? With, guys, heavy orders to the downside. You sleep like a baby. You sleep like a champ. You guys know this. Now, I'm telling you guys, try stacking your orders. And one of the biggest challenges, you know this as well, the biggest challenge of the market. I always say this, that it's not a question. Sorry about that. It's not a question if you can make money. It's a question of how much. Understand, guys, it's not a question if you can make money. Now, I'm not selling anything. You take that the wrong way. Listen, when I say it's not a matter if you can make money, it's a matter of how much. This is what gets people in trouble. They want to stack their entire amount of money into this level and decide it's going up, it's going down. The market doesn't like that. I'm going to tell you, the market doesn't like that, guys. The market gets rid of those guys real quickly. Real quickly. Makes them suffer, makes them cry, literally. Guys, makes them pray, do all kinds of weird, who knows, they may be doing a rain dance for crypto in the backyard. They makes them go crazy. It's bad stuff, guys. Someone who wants to involve all their cash up at the top. And New York Institute of Finance is, not to be religious or not, I'm going to say this. They're famous for this within circles for saying one thing. The ordinary trader will make mistakes and then go and pray to their God of choice. That just real bland. They'll say this, but then they will go and pray to their God of choice that such and such will happen, or that they will never do something again, and pray for price direction. It's really something, guys, because it's true. Like, the mistake will be made in that retail. Mistake is what? Is that they want to make all the money. They want to make 20% on all of their money. They want to double all of their money next week or on this next trade. So they need to know, is it going up or down, period, with all of their money? To the contrary, guys, the best way to interact with the market is going to be with some of your money. The market doesn't have a problem allowing you to make money at all. At all, guys. With the right approach, you understand if you're able to stack levels of the Fibonacci at price targets, the market has no problem with you making money. Now, the multi-millionaire that you can calculate out that you will be after, let's say, 20 or 30 perfect next trades, starting with your anywhere from 5,000 to some of you 500,000 to 5 million, right? You're either going to make $1 billion or you're going to make a few million this year, and you're not going to lose. Every trade's got to go your way. Guys, those guys disappear. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about stacking orders to the downside. This is important, guys. And if you're absorbing this, I appreciate it very much, because looking at heavier exposure to the downside, we went through this last night. What is the overall maxim here? The overall understanding of Bitcoin, period. I go through this with everyone that I meet. There are so many people that I meet. Looks like a nice double bottom, doesn't it, guys? It really does. It's a nice double bottom in formation. Just looks nice. But in terms of the overall cyclical nature of things, heavy cash to the downside. If you're exposed right now in the market, I'm going to tell you in terms of accumulation, we have a trade schedule, trading. We also have an accumulation schedule, big time. Anything that cycles like this, guys, we are going to have an accumulation schedule with heavier cash below. Boom. I said yesterday, try stacking at least 5 times your current cash exposure at a lower level. Just try doing that and see if you want it to go down there. You'll start to want it to go down there to pick up your orders. And 5 is about the sweet spot there. About 5 to 6 times. If you can stack 5 times your current level of exposure at this level, you get to the point where you want it to go down. Yes, that's the idea. So, in terms of overall cash exposure, in terms of an accumulation, yes, and we've been saying this since the top. VIP know this. You guys know this. We've been saying this since up here, guys. Absolutely. We've been telling everybody who would listen, heavy cash reserves. We are the group that's been saying that. So I bring that up in terms of targeting, and I know it doesn't seem exciting, right? It's not as exciting, is it? Because you have to back off your whole cash. Like, you have to back off your whole cash position? That's not exciting. Man, you came here to trade, right? You really came here to throw at it, right? To throw at the market. Well, guys, the ones that last in the market, they don't want to make 20% tomorrow on all their money. I'm going to tell you, those people are done away with. Those people go away if you want to make 20% on all of your money tomorrow. Those guys are gone. They're already gone. If you're in the process of going through that personally, you know it feels like you're being invited to leave by the market continually, right? It's like, that's not going to work, kid. That's not going to work, guy. Right now, that's not going to work, sweetheart. It is, whether you're a guy or girl, right? This is just going to be. That would be for a girl, obviously, but we have some female traders. But as I talk about that, understand it's the people who want to make 20% or want to double all their money. That's those are the guys that get wrecked, they get hammered, right? But the market doesn't mind you making some money, right? But it's not quick enough, right? There's always going to be a complaint. It's not quick enough. I mean, I have to wait for it to get down to my level, right? I mean, I've got orders waiting here. Maybe I'll sleep better, but I mean, I have to wait for it to get down here. Yes, you have to be patient. That road to the first million or to the first billion, I've dealt with both of them. Period. In terms of traders, I've dealt with the traders on the road to the first million. I've dealt with the traders on the road to the first billion. Period. Okay. And in terms of that, understand there's an element of patience that if you're not willing to wait, okay, and I'll say this, the bigger traders that I've dealt with, they have that element of patience. It's ingrained in them. 1 week is not going to make a difference at all. They get excited with profits, I'll tell you, absolutely, but a week is not a big deal. 2 weeks is not a big deal. A month is not a big deal. It's another month. They're in the market, so you guys are in the market. I want to congratulate all of you guys in terms of VIP. We're going to go over the reviews in terms of the trades one more time. 101% for Venus. Guys, I go over these because they're just critically important. 68% is crucial for Mordecai, brand new VIP. He's just getting into the framework. 246% for Venus, 104% for Freddie. Those are just some trades from today. We called this specific, at least brought to your attention this specific bull trap, guys. Didn't want it to happen. Wasn't my preference. But you guys know what was this was really important because we also brought this level of support entry here. This was a much better entry. The guys, when I say this, guys, in terms of the traders who are having difficulty on breakout trades, yeah, you can expect that over a rising wedge. If you don't trade frequently in terms of rising wedges, if you don't understand that, I'd say that why that would be, it may be a bit counterintuitive, but what you're looking at right here is very inhospitable turf generally for bulls. And VIP will confirm that I told them that earlier today. Just that rising wedge feature, it was supposed to technically break to the downside. Generally speaking, it's a bearish pattern. So there's already a divergence with the price line vis-a-vis or in comparison to the relative to the specific pattern formation that we're looking at. You see that? So the notion that we've come back down to the apex, that is VIP. That is, you guys know, 24/7, 365. That's our wedge tactic in play, right? We had a target, and we've hit that. Congratulations on that. What I'm going to say right now is the key factors. I said the key factors that we're looking at right now is going to be the MACD. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I want to go through one important thing. Very important. It will expand your thinking right now. If you guys would hit the like button, I'd appreciate that. I know that you're around. You might as well just hit it. What's up? We'll get some more some more likes on this. This would be really nice, guys. Something like this overall. I'm just bringing this up. I am just going to bring this up in terms of expanding your horizon. Could we? Yeah, there you go, huh? Can we establish a bit more volatility? Guys, I'm the biggest fan of Bitcoin because of the volatility. Okay, some people may love Bitcoin for whatever reason in the world. We like it because it's volatile. It's extremely volatile. So that's why we trade it. We could be trading anything, guys. You know this. We could be trading anything. So we trade Bitcoin with the understanding that it's one of the most volatile, really, and we have to say this, guys, it's one of the most non-hospitable and aggressive assets to trade. You know that it can be very cruel. Everyone knows this. You guys are you're geared for this. You know this. You're set up for this. You're not lightfoot guys or girls. You're heavy stomping kind of people. You want the challenge. Not all pro traders even can handle that, guys. It's a big deal. Looking at the level of resistance, I hear a lot of pro traders and financial advisors, etc., that just don't want to touch it because it scares them, guys. So you're not in that camp. But that's for the record why we like it. In terms of that volatility, we're looking for more volatility. When I bring up potential interaction over this line of resistance, yes, that would be one impeding factor. Okay, that level of resistance carried down from that 4 hourly, just the 2 pivot points, pivot point 1, pivot point 2. All right, as we would look at the primary offending culprit here. Okay, the primary offending culprit is what, guys? Is the 200 exponential moving average on the 4 hourly. It has played like a drum. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, it has been big. If you're not watching the 200 exponential moving average, I guarantee everybody else is. Okay, so anybody else who's doing well in the market, looks like we're getting a little bit of price action. There we go, a little bit of a break. We just talked about earlier on. I was going to go through the troublesome issues, troublesome factors, and the troublesome factors would be MACD rolling over. You guys see this? The MACD. Just look at the green. Look at the blue if you like, but the green just starting to roll over. Just not what we wanted to see with trajectory to the upside, right? Key culprit. You guys got it. The culprit is, and I know you know this, is the dang 200 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly. Again, now we got close to it this time. If you were shorting at the 200, I don't blame you at all. Okay, I don't blame you at all in terms of shorting at that 200, but you had to be a little aggressive. You had to play off of it. All right, so stacking orders between both sides, I'd say on both sides of that 200, makes sense. If you're shorting, it gets very difficult if you are. If you are pushed up through your orders, if you're playing aggressive with short orders a little bit south of that 200 exponential, right? Yeah, it gets uncomfortable, right? You've got orders here. You can play stop orders in, etc., on any entries on your shorts. But yes, that MACD 4-hourly was the critical component that we were looking at all day. So it looks like we have dropped down to and this is nice to see. This is a nice thing to see. The 100 on the hourly seems to be providing support. Nice, okay? So we're seeing that 100 and that 200 exponential coming into play both on the upside 4-hourly, downside 1-hourly. If they could tandem like that, that's a nice. That's nice, guys. That's nice. If you're in a short, congratulations. You guys are in a short and a long. I know VIP are trading. It's nice to see the technical conformance. While I would have liked to see a move to the upside, it's nice to see a technical conformance in terms of the rising wedge feature, right? The rising wedge feature, and at least this original target hit. Secondary target would be in line, actually. This secondary target, we're going to call that a hit as well. The preceding, as we would look at this, the preceding. Let's see, and we've got a few different targets here to the downside. If you haven't watched Bitcoin Spike Wedge Tactics, make sure you watch it, guys. I'm not plugging anything. I want you to understand the targeting process. Period. Please watch Bitcoin Spike Wedge Tactics. I really implore you guys to watch that. I think I definitely know it will benefit your trade game. I promise it will. As you start to apply it, it will benefit your trade game, guys, big time. So looking at the features here, we haven't established here. We'll have to go to the specific time frame, but this is a specific hit. I can try and rewind all the way to that. If we can rewind, let's see if we can. If TradingView will take us all the way back to that. That's one great thing about TradingView. Let's see if she can get there. Sometimes she does. Sometimes she stops short of where we're at. And you guys know the Control Z. That is what TradingView is good at. That isn't she? She will rewind the bulk of your. There we go. Back to the beginning. Here we go. There we go. Nice. In terms of target 1, target 2 to the downside, failure of a target to the upside can constitute grounds to get you to a lower side target. You guys know that if you're failing on momentum, right? And you have, when I always say you need a target, then you need a pattern to get you to your target. Always. That's the order. And we say buy at support, sell at resistance. It's buy or long at support, right? You sell or short at resistance. Then you trade your patterns, hit your targets. Easy stuff, guys. Where are you going to buy? Support. At support. Where are you going to sell? At resistance. Easy stuff, guys. What are you going to do? Trade your patterns. And you got to hit your targets. Boom. Nice target hit here. It's nice to see the rising wedge comply. I have to say it's nice to see the rising wedge comply. We would have liked to have gone gangbusters to the upside, without a doubt, guys. That's the preference. We're bulls. We're kicking up bull all the time in the back. We're enjoying it, guys. As we would look at this, let me go ahead and let's look at the feature. If you guys want the Bollinger Band on, we can go through that. Again, very important in terms of that 20 moving average in pink there being breached. It's a key feature. Once that's breached and we have a candle wick set below the 20, that pink line, that we would target the underlying. Automatically, traders will target that underlying Bollinger Band. Okay, that bottom side Bollinger Band. Once a candle sets below, boom, that 20 exponential, the 20 moving average. It's going to be a flat moving average. We're on the Bollinger Band. So, but once a candle sets below that 20, that midline expression. Just the pink is the midline expression. The other moving averages do not apply to the Bollinger Band, just so that you know. Okay, we can just take a real quick, easy look at this. This is the Bollinger Band with the midline moving average. Once we establish, if we can establish a candle set, boom, below, this becomes the target. A lot of traders will exclusively trade with the Bollinger Band, and that is a strategy that a lot of the traders use. So, very important to discuss that while it is going on. And I want to shout out to the VIP. I'm excited you guys were trading today. I know you're trading right now. Shout out to Venus. I had a great talk with Venus. A little chit chat on Twitter. I know that she's going out of the country. She's going to go on a rockin' vacation. We got to see some pictures. Our VIP. She's heading out to. Where was it? To Italy, to France, to and I hope you go to the south of France. Go to the French Riviera. Go do it up right. There's a small island called Porquerolles. Porquerolles. You have to get there by a private boat, and it is one of the nicest places on the planet. Porquerolles, if you will look that up. It's off the, you have to go through Toulon, Nice, etc., French Riviera. Very nice stuff. So I'm sure your vacation is planned, but if you guys have plans for this summer, etc., I hope that you include us in telling us where you guys are headed, what you're doing. We want to know. We want to know, guys. Very, very cool stuff. Thanks for sharing that with me earlier on. Venus, she loves to travel. She went on a cruise recently. So it's VIP summertime in terms of this, guys. We are looking at we have targets in the back. Now we've got the macro targeting approach right now is really just hard to beat. I'm going to say that in terms of the target levels that are getting hit on the macro that have provided a lot of interaction here are really hard to beat. This low to the high and that 23%, guys, has been on it. We've been on that, formulating some power here with that, as Freddie would say, the juke, the head fake. Yep, with the bull trap, boom, to the top side. Didn't want to call it last night, just some problems with momentum, some additional issues with that 200 exponential moving average above on the 4 hourly. If you don't have that on your chart, make sure you put that on your chart. Put, let's see, what do you need? Multiple EMA 20, 50, 100, 200. Make sure you put that indicator. Multiple EMA 20, 50, 100, 200. Okay, that will give you on your chart just to make sure you guys have it. I mean, I know that you do, but if you have it, you're booking trades. If you have it, you understand what an important level. It's the main culprit. You guys know this. As of right now, it's the main culprit, the main challenge, essentially, as we would look at the feature here. This specific line right in this area here. This is a gray line right along this this top side. But you've seen how many times it's gotten hit. Bam. It's just been the nemesis. We flipped it for a while at the 50% hit. Boom. Other than that, look at this thing. It's just been impenetrable. Bam, bam. Look at this. Bam. We got up over it for a second. And nice hit over for a minute. Then this was nice. We crawled up that fan. That was cool. Then it's back to, bam, bam. Just killer resistance, man. It's just been consistent. So the flip would require a nice pattern. You guys know this. Fallout looks like it's getting a bit of buying pressure. And let's see what we got, guys. I know that you're trading in the back. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. I invite all of you to become VIP. Look at who we got in the back. Is that Amos? Hold on, is that Amos? What's up? Brother B, peace, family. I've been Ghost, hoping to change that ASAP. My man, what's up, Amos? What's up, brother? We are so happy when you chime in. Guys, we have the best group. I got to tell you, when it congeals, when it comes together, if you're not a part of the group yet, we just enjoy hanging out with each other, guys. It's a good group. Amos, when you show back up, it's like, what's up? It's Amos. Nice to see you, my man. And I mean that sincerely. You guys know that that brightens up my day. And you guys know this. You don't have to be doing this. Guys, we talk about technicals in and out, period. We'll run invent a new indicator. We'll master it. Like, literally, we're that type of traders. That's what we'll do. In terms of those 100 rounds, Amos, just to update you, looking at the returns today, Venus 246%, Freddie 104%, just from today. Mordecai, brand new VIP, brand new, 68%, boom, and Venus with 101%. So that's in addition, additional trades ongoing. I'm in a nice short right now, and I know a lot of VIP are in some money making moves and some high percentage gainers. So looking at this low to high, we just discussed this. We've pushed beyond this top level resistance. It's not a comfortable, and you guys know that's not a comfortable thing to do if you have orders at this level. What I'll say is this: if you're looking at stacking orders on this macro low to high, understand that there are also micro levels. Without a doubt, there are micro levels that are in play. We have traders on micro levels from previous catch points, previous levels of support to resistance, all throughout the entirety. As we would dig in, it gets a little bit, I won't say complicated, but it requires some additional attention and some additional strategy on your behalf. It just does. A lot of traders will look at, just so that you know, one solid technique that we have used continually would be a preceding breakout zone, such as this specific breakout zone, okay, and drawing the Fibonacci's from the point of breakout to the top, boom, okay. If we were to go from the preceding breakout zone, pay attention to the top, boom, we're currently at the golden pocket, okay. So that prior breakout move, i.e., or for example, the initiation of the trend. Yeah, you guys got it right, huh? That strong move, bam, to the upside. We want to capture that trend with our targets. Because, I mean, having macro targets is good. You may be out of the price action for a while. If you're stacked at these different levels, that may be of no concern to you. You may be happy with that, right? But if you want to play a little bit more aggressively, if you'd like to use our approach, if you're VIP and haven't heard of that yet, just log this, all right? Write it down maybe in the back of your New York Institute of Finance book. Anyone who doesn't have the book yet, make sure you get John J. Murphy, Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets. That's it. That is the go-to book, period. Guys, it's not a, well, maybe a YouTube channel has a better idea. No, it's John J. Murphy, Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets. It's published by the New York Institute of Finance. Allow them to take you through the patterns. Force yourself to read. Get a used copy for $20, guys. Get it on Amazon. Get a used copy of the book for $20. I ran into a high school kid who really wanted to learn it. He's like, I'm working on my budgeting. I'm like, man, get a used copy for $20. He came up to me the next day. He was so happy. He's like, hey, I got a copy for like $22. I'm like, yes, that's the way to go. And he's in college. He wants to learn trading. He doesn't know. He doesn't have guys to trade around or anything like that. I'm like, man, get the book now. You got to get that book now. So preceding breakout, boom, initiating. Yeah, you guys got it. Initiating targets, bam, to the upside. Boom, nice hit on that golden pocket. And I have a rule. I'm going to tell you guys a rule if you want to hear this. It's a difficult rule, okay? I don't tell everybody this rule. I'm going to tell you guys this rule tonight, okay? This is my own rule, okay? And I came up with this rule from losing trades. So I want you to listen to this rule, okay? One of my rules is to not trade down, okay? Do not trade down. And if you trade enough, you probably know what I'm talking about. When I say do not trade down, unless you're on a Fibonacci pickup, okay? And within that context, I'll tell you, within the context, if you have some micro fibs in order, stacked, no problem. Stacked, no problem, even on the micro or the macro. I mean setting limit orders at these levels. I want to shout out again to Crypto.com. They have trigger orders. They have limit orders on Crypto.com. Boom. I don't want anybody to sign up. I don't do that stuff. You sign up with my link. I don't care about that, guys. You sign up with any link, that's fine. But I'm just excited that Crypto.com, because it's been miserable. So one giant step forward is Crypto.com has trigger trades now. What's up, everybody? Man, you guys remember when I brought VIP Sheeb? I brought Sheeb to VIP when it was launched on Crypto.com before it went its first 2x ever on any exchange. We were sitting there all night trying to pick up the right price. We didn't have trigger trades. So that's the good news, guys. Crypto.com now has trigger trades in the USA. What's up? What's up? That's very exciting, huh? So I wanted to let you guys know that. And we were on Sheeb way early, huh? Sheeb's down. She's down. I haven't looked at her in a while. We're so focused on Bitcoin. For good reasons. We love the product. We love the volatility. We love the consistency. As soon as you get bored, I'm going to tell you, as soon as you get bored and go look at your, don't you think the market knows this? Guys, crypto, a $3 trillion at its max market cap. Do you think, I'm going to ask you guys this honestly, do you think that the exchanges know how to divert your attention away from Bitcoin to make it just seem boring enough? You guys know this, to just seem boring enough to where, well, I want to trade something else. Oh, they know exactly what they're doing, guys. They know exactly what they're doing. They're gonna, dangle the carrot in front of you. You guys know this. They're gonna dangle the carrot. Oh, it's just, hey, there's some green on the screen over there. Something's up 30%, 40%. Oh, you're gonna go trade that. Oh, great. You're gonna lose the focus, and then what's gonna move? Bitcoin's gonna move. And who's the boss? Bitcoin's the boss. And then you're gonna look back over at the boss, Bitcoin, and you'll be like, and I lost my trade, or I only made such and such over on the altcoin, and I should have just stayed on Bitcoin. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen time and time again. It's the reason we focus on Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin Spike, guys, and we got the name. Just to let you guys know, you know how we got the name. And we've had some big dogs in terms of Bitcoin. A lot of big dogs around in terms of Bitcoin. Want to shout out to Angel, all-time contributor. Hope he's doing well. Invested at $7.79 Bitcoin. That was a good entry. That was a good entry. You got to trade. He knows that. You got to trade, guys. I'll tell him and everybody else you got to trade. This specific, upon the retracement, when all hope was lost, hey, VIP knows this. Remember that in 2021? I mean, boom, bam. This was tough. China unleashing anything you'd want to say in terms of on the market. But boom. Then this was a tough area down in here. But why did we get the name Bitcoin Spike? And of course, guys, we traded this all the way up. Guys, you guys know that people were trading. We were trading. I was trading. I know that you guys traded as well. But we caught this little small spike here in the back. And I'm telling you, when we caught this, it was over. That was it. Bitcoin was it. It was Bitcoin or bust. We've gone back and forth to alts, etc. But when we caught this little move right here, it was a small little tiny ascending triangulation. Boom, to the upside. And it started to get our attention in here. I'm like, well, hold on. This wants to move. Remember this, guys. Hold on. This thing wants to move like 30% frequently. And if it wants to move 30% with consistency, we'll pay some attention. Yeah, we'll pay. I guess we'll pay attention, right? So my hope is this. I'm going to tell you my real hope right now as we look at things, and I want to shout out to all VIP. To any returning VIP, I know, guys, I have the best news. I've already shared it with VIP, is that Marge will be back in VIP. What's up, Marge? We are so excited, Marge. We cannot wait. We're really excited. You know this. We're really, really excited. What we had in this level around that 50% retracement was some nice volatility. You guys know that. We had that target. The low on the 4-hourly chart is us. Hello. Yeah. You guys know that. We had some incredible success on the way down. You guys know this. Most of you are like, I just wish I would have been shorting then. Maybe you weren't there in your trade game yet, but she likes to cycle, guys. Give her some time. But this call, boom. This call, boom. You guys know this call, boom, right? This was tough. That specific cross line, that red cross line that we drew, that was tough. What I'll say is in this preceding zone here, just for purposes of analysis, that preceding zone with that 30 to 35% range was nice, wasn't it? It'd be so nice to get into something here where we can establish, wouldn't this be amazing, guys? Hello, hello. Can we get into something with this preceding level of interaction in the 30s? Could Bitcoin dance between 20 and 30? Hello. If she wants to dance between 20 and 30, we will. My man, I am so sorry about that. For some reason, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know, Freddie. Thank you very much. I think I hit some auto function key on Streamlabs. Thank you, Freddie. You're the man. Thank you so much. In terms of the feature here, and thanks, Freddie. You're a lifesaver. I appreciate that. I'll shout out in the chat to you without a doubt. Not that you needed to that I needed that to shout out to you, but what I was talking about was the target JP Morgan at 38,000. That fair value. Do you guys remember? Thanks, Freddie. Appreciate that. VIP in the house. And, yeah, I think we're back. I think we're back, guys. In terms of that, And apologies. I want to say Amos. Boom. I just have to say Amos. I have to say Leo. I have to say, and you guys know this, guys, VIP. The coolest thing is we know each other. We're a group. We know each other. It's what's up. As we look at who else we have, Mordecai in the house. What's going on? And what I'm going to say, I just have to type these in, and I'm going to talk about J.P. Morgan. This is good stuff, guys. J.P. Morgan. Do you guys remember J.P. Morgan in that hit around the 50% retracement? And what I'm talking about is can we bounce between 20 and 30? What's wrong with bouncing between 20 and 30? Come on. You know, can we not bounce a little between 20 and 30? And what I said is it's kind of a serious zone here, right? This $20,000 discussion is a serious zone. We have people who own Bitcoin at near $70,000. So some big holders, yes, they were ready to bite the bullet, but understand if it could go to 10 and they're about to lose half of what's left with what they've already lost, there's some big capital discussions that kind of go on at this level, right? In and around this 50, you guys have to imagine, right? Some big, heavy guys. When I bring up J.P. Morgan at 38, they said at 38,000 was a nice, what did they say, a fair value for Bitcoin. Do you guys recall that? When we were down in that 50%, and remember, that was with that 30 to 35% volatility. Boom, 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 boom. Nice, huh? Very nice volatility at that level. J.P. Morgan says, well, nice, fair value is 38,000. Fair value from J.P. Morgan says, yeah, fair value is 38,000. And what I said was, I hope they didn't just unload at 38,000 all of their clients in wealth management, all of their clients' holdings in this zone. You have to imagine, guys. You have to imagine. Think about it. J.P. Morgan comes out and says 38,000 is a solid, that's a fair value for Bitcoin. Well, what is everybody going to do? You hear that on CNBC. You hear that on Bloomberg. Well, you got the inside scoop. Now J.P. Morgan says that. So you know how many people bought because J.P. Morgan said that? Now, I'd be surprised if their wealth management clients bought. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think it was a great time for them just to offload before boom. It's just amazing to watch that kind of stuff happen, huh? So when we talk about this level of increased volatility, potentially between 20 and 30, we'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. There's a ton of interest at 10 to 15. You guys know that. There's a lot of interest at 10 to 15 in terms of generating the amount of I just say buying volume that we need. Can we do it from here? Can we structurally begin to become volatile between 20 and 30? Can we establish this as a range like similarly to this preceding range at that 50%? It would be great, guys, around that 35,000. Really 40 to 45 wasn't, yeah, 42, 45. That, yeah, right at even. Let's just look at it, guys. Let's zoom in a little bit and see what that previous range was down through that 32, right at our target, guys, on that 4 hourly. You'll never have to ask what our target was. It's literally the low. And it was below the 50%, literally the low pivot on the 4 hourly lines. That belongs to us. Yours truly. Gave that to you guys. Boom. Nice target. Shout out to AJ Crypto. I know he hit some targets here. A lot of VIP hit targets in this preceding zone. And as we would look at this was the area, the 32, about the 33,000, really up to that 48,000. Big range. Huge range. Look at this, guys. That was $15,000. 47%, boom. That's a big move, right? So if we could establish, just look at $15,000, that's nice, guys. That's a nice range. $15,000, that would do it. That would get us back up into this preceding zone. I'd like to see that for purposes of volatility. What are we going to need to beat to get there? And you guys know this is London with Bitcoin Spike, former hedge fund owner, not financial advice. You guys know that, non-SEC, private, etc. As we look at this level of resistance, we're going to have to get up and over this level. And the more crucial, I'd say crucially, the here and now, the immediate, clear and present danger for the price of Bitcoin is what, guys? The 4 hourly 200 exponential moving average. I can't say any better than that. The clear and present danger for the price of Bitcoin is that 200 exponential moving average. It has been, period. If you look at this, it just has been. That's it. That is the clear and present danger for Bitcoin. So to the extent that anyone watched the video last night that I put out, congratulations in terms of the bull trap. What's up? Yes, indeed it was. We'll cover that again because we haven't covered it in just a bit. We've been streaming. I've been enjoying seeing people like Amos show up. What's up, Amos? What's up, Leo? What's up? What's up, everybody? Throw some Ferraris down there for you guys. And what else we got? What do we got? Yeah, I know you guys are chilling, listening up. And Mordecai's in the house. Nice to have Mordecai in the house. Another hit. Boom. Another target hit. Very nice. Target hit in this area. Guys, I love when we hit targets. You know this. I love when we hit targets. What is it again, guys? You need a target, then you need a pattern to get you to your target. Sometimes in the formation of your pattern, you'll hit the target. You guys know that. This here was a nice target. Now, in terms of how did we get to this target, you guys know this in the back. VIP know this already. We had what, guys? Descending triangle. Boom, from up above, right? Yeah, so that's a perfect example. What do you need? You need a target. We had the target to the downside, right? And you know how to construct these. Always construct them on your charts, period. Always construct them on your chart. That apex of the rising wedge, which experienced the price line divergence, typically it's supposed to be a bearish pattern. It's supposed to break to the downside. When it trajects to the upside, there's a price line divergence. We're noting that apex feature, that calculated end or satisfaction of that demand function, boom, becomes a target. Okay, because there's a price line divergence. It just does. So that's a target. What did we need to get there? We needed a target. Or we needed a pattern, to get us to our target. Looking at that framework, yes, we looked at this in the back. What did we establish? We established a descending triangle. Who traded? Right? Who traded? There we go, guys. Descending triangulation, also a head and shoulders. And guys, we try not to get too creative here. I know there's some stuff out there. We do a critical review weekly on what people are being exposed to in the market. I don't need to repeat all the patterns. I'm just going to tell you, we focus on New York Institute of Finance. We just do. And it's almost sad to me that I see individuals show up with these crazy, bizarre names of these brand new patterns that are coming out. And, oh, there's another one inverted and this and that. And the first one didn't even, I did the analysis on it, the first one didn't even play out to the target that individuals had been told in the market it should have gone to. And I'm like, no, we're going to stay away from that, guys. It's just trash. It's just trash TA. Just don't want to get into it. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. New York Institute of Finance is fine with us. It's just fine with us. Let the other guys go out and argue for something that didn't even complete to its target. Right? That's the sad thing, because people will show back up and they'll talk to me and, oh, you even missed the this. And I'm like, dude, your TA didn't even complete to the target. You just got skunked. You just got your hat handed to you. Like, you literally just got your hat handed to you and kicked in the rear on the way out the door of the party. Boom, get out, boom. Literally, on whatever creative patterns people are coming up with. We're fine with a bull flag, with a bull pennant, with a descending triangle, with a rising wedge. You guys know that, with a triple top, with a double top, with a triple bottom, double bottom. You guys know this, with the rising descending wedge, with the flag, the pennant, with the bear flag, the bear pennant. We're fine with all those things, right? We said invert head and shoulders, etc. The micro to the macro, we're fine with targeting. We're fine with MACD. We're fine with RSI. We're fine with divergences to the extent that they play. We're fine with multi. I say a variation in terms of our RSI. Yeah, if you don't know that in your VIP, you get with me. Yeah, what is the time interval that's best for RSI? If you don't know that, you get with me. I'm going to tell you that. It's not just, oh, RSI is low. Who cares? What's the time interval that you're supposed to be using for RSI? If you do not know that, you need to ask me. Okay, all VIP should know that. Okay, but we're going to stick with New York Institute of Finance. We want to deal with the upper echelon in terms of, if we're going to be competitive in the market, and we are. I want to let you know that that we're competing every day, guys. It's nice in the back. That's the best part of VIP, is creating that competitive environment in the back where you feel like it's an accomplishment, where you know that you want to be number one for the day. I want to shout out to Anthony. Anthony, my man, don't know where you're at. I think he is, maybe it's his birthday or something. Maybe he's taking off. I don't know where he's at. It's the weekend. I think he's waiting. I think right now he's waiting in terms of his trades. Everybody knows Anthony. He's killing it. Okay, now what do we have here that's developing? It's a little bit problematic. We would prefer Bitcoin to drop a bit more as we project through price. And yes, this was the bull trap. Boom, up and out. Now, how did we get to this lower target with the descending triangle? With that descending triangle, go ahead and call that, which we did in the back. That picture's in the back, preceding the drop. Nice job. Good trade. The symmetrical triangulation today, guys, tried to trade to the upside. Boom. Difficult pattern. Very difficult pattern. Bull trap. Boom. Now, what do we have to deal with? What do we have to deal with? Don't tell me that you're going to pick up from this level, is all I'm going to say. Please don't tell me that you want to pick up from this level and schedule back into the resistance and formulate a really ugly descending triangle along the top here, because that's close to a flat bottom support on the 5-minute. It's got a bit of an angle on it thus far. I do not like, as you guys draw your charts in the back, please listen to this. I do not like when, and I've done it at times if it's within the projected pattern formation, i.e., if we're bringing down a level of resistance to support, let's say like on a parallel channel, it's different. Let's do this. Let's say, for instance, on a parallel channel, we're going to take the level of resistance, we're going to draw down to the level of support. Boom. Okay? Now, this would be a beautiful pattern structure. That would be nice, and it would be anticipated. Okay? What I don't like to do, but I will do it for the purposes of the discussion here, is note, as of right now, a flat bottom support. But what I don't like to do is to draw to a line that's developing. I don't like to present a pattern, okay, and I won't officially typically do that while a line is still developing, while the pivot isn't really set yet, okay? You guys get that, right? I want to make sure that and always make sure for yourselves that when you're drawing, whether or not, and I bring this up because it seems like, well, just give it time. It's fine. It's a larger time frame. It's at the 5-minute or over. Just give it time. But the issue is when you're drawing to something on a smaller time frame, on a really expedited, smaller micro time frame, don't be drawing to the price line as a pivot. Don't be doing that. Your patterns are designed, are framed by the pivots, the established pivots in the market. So when you're drawing to the price line, you are shortchanging the pattern. Literally, you're overlooking the requirements, the technical requirements for the pattern. So always be careful of that fact. Right? This is not a set pivot yet. I will bring it up just in that context. It's nice to bring it up in that context. And now I can say, just remember, don't draw to a developing pivot that's not yet established. We do have a flat bottom support as of now. It allows us to discuss the descending triangulation framework. It also allows us to discuss the fallout feature, and you guys know this. Very typically, and we discuss this more than anybody, you guys know this, VIP are like, we understand this without a doubt. The save of a failed, and you guys pay attention if you're new or if you're just tuning in. The symmetrical triangulation, bull trap, boom, called it last night, at least brought it up for your review, guys. But any symmetrical triangulation, any pennant, right? Because there is the option of bringing top line resistance down to this primary level of support, boom, here, and establishing this as a target, please review New York Institute of Finance, John J. Murphy. Review it, guys. You'll see this parallel carry up on the instance of a breakout to the upside. Let's pay attention. On the instance of a breakout to the upside, boom. Yes, in addition to the amplitude move, bam, we would also have a carry-up feature of the line of support up to this top hitch in, this top pivot on resistance. You guys know this. So it works in reverse as well. It's very important. It's very important for the traders that you understand this, that this is the best, this is really the best that we could hope for the bulls right now, I'd say, is to stay off of a flat level of support and to develop instead a flag. That'd be fantastic, guys. That would be fantastic. I want to apologize to all the VIP. Last night, I said something inappropriate. My mouth got out of hand. I have decided who to blame it on. I think you guys will like this, but I said a curse word. It just flew out of my mouth, and I've decided to to uh, to to blame it on myself. Okay. I've decided to blame it on myself. I take full responsibility for it. I did think, I'm like, who does that remind me of? Because I just had a day like that. I don't know why. And I thought it reminds me of Big H. And I just thought it was funny. He's the former commander of the U.S. Navy SEALs over Coronado. Good bud of mine. I'll just tell you guys, I'm not formally affiliated with any department, agency, bureau, military division, domestic or abroad, but it reminds me, the language just reminded me just flat out of Big H. I call him Big H. He's former commander over Coronado. He's a bud of mine. We like to smoke cigars together, etc. And so when I said that last night, I was thinking today, I was like, who does that remind me of? Like, Big H. I'm like, and I don't know why the guy has a mouth on him like that, but it's just, especially if it's around the market or losing money or anything like that, just back up, guys. So in terms of that, I may have been exposed to a little bit of that over the just from hanging out with some different dudes. So, not light-footed guys, I'll tell you that. Some of these guys are like literally legal trained killers. You know that? I mean, you hang out with them, you're like, you're walking around the corners like that, this guy is a legally, trained killer. That's what that literally, like you got to think, guys. What do the Navy SEALs do? Like they go take care of problems, when problems need to be taken care of. And I shout out to everybody who's involved in the service of the country, joint forces, etc. It's a very important. A very important endeavor, not to just joke about, but to realize the level of training and sophistication those gentlemen have, and not to make any kind of a slight a comment at all in terms of their training. They're some of the most sophisticated, most intelligent, just overall. Capable experts in so many fields, but that is one of their skills. Target annihilation, literally just they're in the disposition business. If they're you guys know that we don't need to go through all the details, but very tough guys, and very solidly just cool dudes, cool dudes. Aside from all that stuff, so shout out to Big H. I haven't done that in a while. Hope you're doing well, Big H. And yeah, I'll watch my language. The bottom line is I will watch my language. I don't want to sound like that on the air. I have to make sure that doesn't happen again. I'll mind my P's and Q's. So in terms of the framework, and I appreciate you guys understanding that. I do apologize. In terms of the framework here, the big question again that we were talking about in the very beginning of the stream is going to be this specific potential reconfirmation here: resistance to potential support. And guys, in terms of that discussion, Big H, Navy SEAL, etc., my bud, I'll just tell you, he trades. All right, so how does that apply to anything? It was just completely random. He's just London showing off his contact. No, he trades. I'm gonna tell you guys, he trades. All right, so he likes to trade a lot. He used to run an options floor. He's a cool dude. He's a really smart guy, and it's just one of my favorite people on the planet. Period. Cool guy. So. Confirmation, resistance to potential support orders are there. I keep saying this. If indeed we get closer to it, it's just going to act like a magnet, right? You're going to watch it slowly in this zone. We've done the diagnostics on the specific candle wicks. Take a look at the wicks. Make sure that you are looking, guys. Make sure that you're looking at those candle wicks. It's 2022. I just say that. Check out the candle wicks. Okay, if you're not doing that, take a step forward in your game. Level of resistance, we're looking at that secondary feature, 38.2, in terms of targets, right? So, guys, this is London with Bitcoin Spike. It's been a pleasure to stream for you. We had a good turnout today on, what is it, Saturday? I'm gonna make sure on that, but on Saturday we usually do, and I appreciate you guys being in the backward trading. If you're not with the trade group yet, make sure that you get with the right one. If that's ours or any other one, make sure you're with the right one, because honestly, we're having such a great time. We like the group we have so well. Honestly, I want everybody to have that experience. If it's not with our group, I want you to have that experience somewhere. It's so important as you look into your trade development. It's just your ability to spend time with people that are quality, that you enjoy spending time with. So in terms of this flat bottom support, that's top of the radar right now. I did say, in addition, to not trade down. Let me finish that thought real quickly. Remember, don't trade down. Now, what does trade down mean? I mean, when you have price without targeting, without scheduling in orders at compound multiples, right? When you would look at something like this, it's like you would say, well, don't trade down. What do you mean? This is an accumulation. These are stacked levels of cash, boom, at target levels, right? In terms of Bitcoin, the overall. I'm talking about when you're trying to hit the button, when you're getting into a trade and Bitcoin is doing this. Now, I'll go over here for some price representation. When Bitcoin is doing this, okay, and forget the targets right now. Forget the background. Forget the targets. Let me clean this up just so I can really make this point. And if you are doing this, make a note that you're doing it now, okay? And if you can stop doing it when you're not on a target, when you're not on a line of support, on a Fibonacci, etc., I think you'll find your trade game improving. Now, I say don't trade down. What does trading down mean? I mean when price is going down, don't trade down unless you're short. And I'm going to tell you, be careful of your Fibonacci's. They'll act as levels of resistance on the way down. But when you see price doing this and you're trying to catch and you're hammering into the 1 minute, the 15 second, the 5 second, the 1 second, and you got to catch the next up, oops, and the next up, oops, and the next up, oops, you're going to do that enough to where at some point you're going to decide, okay, don't trade down. There we go. Sorry about that Elliott wave there. So as we would look at and everyone needs to buy that book, by the way. In the back, Frost and Prechter. Make sure you buy that book. You need it in hand. I know you guys know that. So that's the big, I'd say, statement today. Do not trade down. All right? Do not trade down. And if we ever provide a link to anything in the back, I want to let you know that it's with the understanding that everybody already has the hard copy. Boom. I literally have mine right in my hand. The hard copy right in my hand. But we don't provide digital access to books or anything like that that's copyright. We just don't do it. All right? We're very, we try and stay above the, above repute, or at least in line with repute. You guys know that. So yeah, I got my book right here. You guys make sure you got your books on hand. Make sure that you're going through the information. Focus on those diagrams first. Read through everything around the diagram. As we see this punk down, guys, this punk out to the downside, the bull trap, dang it. Now she's not done yet, but come on. Yeah, I didn't want to necessarily be right. You guys know that. I didn't want to be right. I just brought up because when I do a title, sometimes it's like, I got to do the title. That's an interesting level of resistance there, isn't it? We're going to say it again, guys. 200 exponential moving average on the 4-hourly is a problem. We're going to try and solve it with what? If we want to go up, if that's our target, what do we need? We need a pattern. It's just like any other target. If you want to go up, what do you want to go up to? 22,500? You want to go up to 23,250? If you want to go up instead of down, what do we need? We need a pattern. That's it. That's all we need is a pattern. It's easy, huh? Most of the time you think, well, I just don't know if it's going up or going down. Remember, be patient. The market's not going to 24/7, in fact, rarely fully present you with a perfect pattern where you have a direction, okay? If you don't know which direction you're going, it's because you don't have a nice pattern to look at. We study patterns. You guys know that. And to the extent that it's like, well, this is a big letdown. We were looking at going to the upside, 6 or 7% move. Well, what did your indicators say? Did you have confirmation? Not just on the price line. You guys know this. Not just on the price line. Resistance to support, flipping up. Did you have confirmation, meaning all of your indicators on all of your time frames? No, you did not. Not just confirmation, meaning a flip from your resistance to your support. No. Not just the actual price line, resistance to support. No, all of your indicators on all of your time frames. Your RSI, your MACD, your CCI, etc., right? Yes, your confirmation is all of your indicators on all of your time frames. MACD was a big problem. We didn't have that momentum. Confirmation, we needed momentum, right? What was failing on the 4-hourly? We looked at this. You got it. What was failing? That momentum. We need that momentum or else we can't complete that boom to the upside. So that's how you trade. You guys got that, right? You need that confirmation. Not just the price going where I want it to go and this and that. No, the confirmation is, you guys got that, is all the indicators on all the time frames. And not just the one you want to look at. Primary time frames, guys. 4 hourly, 1 hourly. You guys got it, right? Delve into the 30-minute. Take a look at it. Maybe the 15. Maybe the 15-minute. Maybe on an indicator. Maybe I'd say maybe the 30-minute on indicator. The 4 hourly, 1 hourly, maybe the 30-minute. 15 comes around every now and then. Then you're going to look at the 5-minute. I'm going to be looking at the 4 hourly and 1 hourly on a move like this. The 4 hourly, the 1 hourly, maybe 30-minute. Definitely checking out the daily, right? Without a doubt. So, man, bull trap. Bull trap. Sounds like a bad word in and of itself, doesn't it? It kind of does, huh? Bull trap. It is, huh? It was, too. So, in the context, we have a repeat zone here so far. Yep. We brought that up last night. Good video last night, by the way. I'm excited for 2022. I'm excited about interacting with you guys. I have to let you go because you have things to do this evening. I know you do. Mordecai, my man, what's up? All of you in VIP, very exciting. Anyone else who's joining VIP, we welcome you to join. We are so excited every day in the back, guys. We're having a blast. Look at this, 100% again. You guys know. But Mordecai just joined. 68% he just joined. All right? Okay, 246%. Venus, she's killing it. Freddie, multiple trades. This is one of his multiple trades. 104%. We're on the long. We're on the short. We're on the guys. We're walking through the charts, and we're literally here saying, well, entries right here. Boom. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to be VIP, and I wouldn't want to be anything else, guys. I mean that. Absolutely. Pretty cool stuff, huh? You guys take care of yourself. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Just to let you know, I'll cut you a video later on. I'm personally watching whether or not we can, on this 4 hourly, I'm interested if we can set a candle underneath this specific 20 moving average. Now, the strategy goes, I'll repeat it again for VIP. I want you to understand that strategy on different time frames, of course. You can walk it down to the hourly and say, well, on the hourly, we're already underneath. You can see what happened. What happened here? We set a candle underneath, then boom, we hit that lower target. We hit that lower target, which is that lower band. Let me take these other specific moving averages off. That 20 moving average is, guys, that mid-level of the Bollinger Band. 95% of the price action falls within the two bands, right? Looks like we're compressing a little bit here, huh? A little bit of a compression there, right? When these tighten up, we look for a move. Boom, 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 right? We do. So in the context of the strategy, New York Institute of Finance mentions, and we cover, guys, a set of a candle below means that traders will target the specific Bollinger Band on that side. Bam. The opposite. Essentially that opposite. Boom. Bollinger Band. So on the 4 hourly, I'm definitely watching as we come into interaction with that 20 moving average to see if we could set a candle underneath to where we could target that opposite side. We've been up along this top side of the Bollinger Band, up along the top. Absolutely. I'd like to see if we can set a candle below and target the specific Bollinger Band at the bottom. That's New York Institute of Finance in terms of their noting that strategy. Jay Mack, my man, what's up, brother? Jay, man, I hope you've been watching the entirety of the stream. If you haven't, my voice has about 5% left. That's it, Jay. That's it. Have you been here the whole time? I got to ask you, man. Have you been here or you just showed up? Have you been here the whole time or did you just show up, Jay? I got to ask you. I got to ask you that question, huh? Because, yeah, my voice has got, I don't know, maybe it's the heat, the summertime, but I've got about just 2 hours, an hour and 30 minutes really of my voice, and it goes. It's gone. You guys know that. I want to know if Jay's been here. I'll tell him to re-listen, if he will, please, kindly, to a little bit that we have. Guys, I like this setup right now of the channel. I like it with the fireballs going across the top. Boom. The smoke filled, just the fire in the hole. Boom. I like that. It makes you all look tough. It's just cool. I like the green tape on top with the top returns. You guys know the top returns. Boom. Anthony leading the way, 2,258%. Boom. I like the bottom framework with the Lamborghini. I like this stuff, guys. It's good stuff. We got good stuff going on, and 2022 is going to be rocking and rolling. And we're into July, so we got a little time left. I'll just tell you that Good things are continuing to happen. I'm seeing trade development in the back and personal development, and we're going to keep that up. That's going to be the primary thing for 2022 is watching you guys develop into awesome traders. Had a lot of success in 2021. Watch people make millions of dollars, okay? First, they learn to trade. That's the bottom line. First, they learn to trade. If you already know how to trade, let's go. Yeah, if you're working on your consistency, let's go. And we're not pussyfooting around or lightfooting around, whatever you would say. We're not just lighting the loafer kind of crew. We're a heavy stomping boot, going to get this stuff done in the market, right? Big time, right? No pussycat here. Like we going, I'm telling you guys, we're hitting the market hard. We're laying in with a lot of volume of trades. It's an important facet that I see you guys continue to book those trades. When every trade you book is a step of progress, guys, and not a paper trade. No, guys, you don't care about a paper trade. You just don't. I'm going to tell you guys, you don't care about a paper trade. So, just arrived, huh? Okay. Well, Jay, I got to encourage you to watch some of the preceding maybe 20, 30 minutes of the stream because I'm glad I got to chat with you. And Amos showed up, thank goodness. A lot of you showed up here. I'd love to go for twice as long as we've been here just to make sure we get all the VIP back. For some reason, my voice is just about to quit at about an hour 30. It just is. I don't know if it's the heat or what it is, but I don't have that much voice left. The big thing is Jay. Shout out to VIP. Jay's awesome. Jay's the dude. Jay's the man. In terms of this specific feature here, we can erase the entire thing, and we can look at one thing as a successful feather in the cap for VIP is what? You know this, Jay. What's up? Yeah, right through here. What do we just hit? We just hit, boom, a target. You got that right. That's a big deal. Buy it, support, sell it, resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Ba-boom, bam, bam. Love it. Now, what do targets make you do? They make you think directionally. While everything's going up and everyone wants to put in all their cash, and whoa, we got a target down here, guys. We got a target. And you know we leave some behind. You know we need a target and we need a pattern to get us to our target. This actual pattern framework got us to our target, literally as part of the formation of the pattern. Very nice. As part of the formation of the target. Part of the formation we got to the target. Now, in terms of the juke, the head fake, you guys know, bull trap. Title of the video, make sure you read those titles, by the way, when I cut those videos. And towards the end of the videos, after I invite people to join VIP, a lot of times I'll try and leave something else nice, some other technical fact or something. So don't try and fast forward. Maybe just chill for a minute and watch the invitation for VIP. I might highlight you or someone else, right? Say, hey, shout out in the chat. Say, hey, whatever, just booked a trade. Go VIP, something cool. We want the best traders. So, bam, nice hit. What is this? Not sure what we got. Yeah, we're not sure who spamming in here. That's not our deal. That's not what we're into. Spammers go home. Bam, target hit, right? Nice target hit. Congratulations. We have other targets to the downside, right? I think we hit the second one to the downside as well. Bam. There we go. Another time frame. Boom. And we have to schedule in a little bit on the time frame that this specific lower target's on. And it's close. We're within threshold. We get into that point where we're within threshold, right? Now, how do we get to this? How do we get to this bottom side target? We'll say, and I think we're there on the. We went through this. Yeah, it's real close, right? Look at that. Bam. Okay, so that's the 5 minute. The 5 minute drawn out. As we would look at this in the 5 minute, we drew this out, and then how do we get down here in the back? Jay, everybody else, I had formulated this chart in the back that you'll see with a descending triangulation. So yes, we had a target, then we had a pattern to get us to our target. If you'll think in those terms, even if you want to go up or you want to go down, how are you going to go up? With a pattern. How are you going to go down? With a pattern or a failed pattern? You could go up with a failed pattern as well, right? With a failed bear flag, you could go up, right? With a failed descending triangle, you could go up, right? So understand, you need to read through and understand what the general operation of each pattern is. Otherwise, this just sounds confusing, right? I mean, you got to understand, well, the descending triangle is typically bearish. You have to understand what these patterns typically will When I say if it were to fail, we'd go up, right? So it's the same thing as saying we have a rising wedge that's failed. Boom, it's gone up. The general expectation is a pour down to the downside. Once we have that divergence on the rising wedge, right, on this rising wedge, we have the divergence. We target the apex. You guys know that, and that is numero uno VIP, Bitcoin spike, wedge tactics. Yeah, and we want to see a repeat. I can't wait to. And some of you haven't been here for this. If we can get to a repeat zone of this, good gosh, I got to tell you, a repeat zone of this. Do you know how many targets we hit? You have no idea, guys. We hit every target in here. I'm going to say on the 1 or 5 minute and above, we hit every single target in this zone for 30 days. Boom. Left a few here just at the very end, the pour down. And I always say, always be prepared to leave any target behind. And we're always happy to do that because then we get to, on the macro, we get to look and see if we can catch back up to that target. So the further that we get away, the more exciting it gets. Hey, 30% to the upside, that sounds great, right? But what do we need to get there? We need a pattern to get us to our target. So we see this on the micro, and it's reflected in terms of our trade approach, our strategy on the macro, right? On the macro and the micro, we'll say that. So in the micro, we'll dictate where we're headed. I'm going to tell you, if you got a big pattern, she's going to shoot out of something on a little bitty time frame. Most of the time, it's going to be on a little bitty time frame. Big old pattern, huge pattern. She's going to pop out of something. She's going to get some momentum going out of a small little something on a 1 minute time frame. You guys know that, huh? How are you going to catch that move on the next big pattern? Well, you're going to be down there on the 5 minute, the 1 minute, maybe the 15 second. You guys know this. Yeah, that's where we catch the big moves. It's nice down there, guys. So, hope you guys are doing well. Jay, thanks for shouting out. And all the VIP, we are hyped, man. We're excited about a good summer. I want you guys to settle in. I know you're busy with a lot of different stuff. If you're not trading as much as you want to, just realize, it's something that you're going to make more time for. We love when you're competitive is the bottom line. We want you to be more competitive, right? And just don't quit. Do not quit. I'm going to tell you guys that much. Don't quit. We're having a blast, and we know that you guys are too. And the trade skills, the skills that you're developing with each and every trade that you execute is crucial. Guys, it just is. And you're either making that progress or you're not. You're either booking one more trade or you're not. Even if it goes against you, you had a pattern do something to you or the market move against you. And with the light level of exposure, guys, that's how you learn. Don't paper trade it. You don't care about your paper trade. You don't care if you lose a paper trade. What do you care? You don't care at all. I tell you, if a clerk at a store overcharges you charges you for 2 packs of gum, you guys know this, for 2 packs of gum, and you just bought 1 pack of gum, you'll sit there and say, excuse me, I just bought 1 pack of gum. He says 2 pack. Like, no, hold on. I just bought 1 pack. You don't understand, ma'am. It's just 1 pack of gum I just bought. You charged me $3.49. This is supposed to be whatever it may be, or it's supposed to be $1.50 each. I just bought 1 of them. Whatever it may be, you're going to get upset. You get into an argument over a pack of gum being charged twice over a pack of gum. Make your trade worth something. Don't do it on paper. Don't do it. You won't care about it, right? Go into a hypothetical store and buy a hypothetical pack of gum and spend hypothetically $400 at the grocery store. What's on your grocery list tomorrow? How boring, guys. You're not going to care about that. That's like a Susie Q homemaker stuff. You don't want to do that. You're not Susie Q homemaker. Come on, guys. Theoretical trips to the grocery store, and now you're in the dairy aisle. Make your theoretical checklist of what you would purchase for your family on a Friday night. Man, whatever. We trade. You guys need some kind of interest in the trade, or else you're not going to trade it. You're not going to care about it, right? Come on, guys, come on. We're not a paper trading kind of crowd. I want you guys to have some vested interest in something, some degree of give a darn. You have to have some degree of give a darn, even if it's just a pack of gum. It's what it is. 1/100th of a comfortably expendable amount of money. No more. No more. 1/100th of a comfortably expendable amount of money. You guys got that. So prior confirmation would be beautiful. I personally will tell you this. Bingo is what I want. That's just me personally. I want bingo to rock in after this specific macro symmetrical triangulation. You guys know this, and on the 30-minute, what do we have? We don't have a confirmation at all. No confirmation. We don't have a price line confirmation of a flip of resistance to support. We haven't had it. Now, we can avoid going down there, but we spent the latter half of the afternoon on this specific smaller symmetrical triangulation trying to get confirmation to the upside. We didn't get it. But we spent an hour, 2 hours, maybe it seemed like 3 hours in this zone, 4 hours, trying to get back up and over and flip resistance to support. I mean, they talk about volume at that on that return move. There's a return move. Technically speaking, there's supposed to be a return move. Could it operate without it? Sure. I'm looking for the return move. So you guys know, never be overexposed to any higher price or in any specific trade. Do not trade over 1/100th of a comfortably expendable. I mean, you can spend it no problem, and it's a comfortably expendable amount of cash. Yeah, this is London with Bitcoin Spike. I appreciate all of you. Jay, thanks for showing up in the end. I want to see you book some trades, boss man. Come on with it. Come on with it. Mordecai's, he's brand new. Mordecai just joined up from, he's from Africa. Mordecai, my man. Brother, you're doing so great. You got a great mind on you in terms of you're quick, brother. Mordecai's quick. Man, he's quick. He's a good trader. He's quick, guys. So, Jay, we want to see you hammer back in with some of those competitive nature. We want to see it. Shout out to Nick Balls. Hey, I see Felix. What's up, Felix? Nice to see you, brother. Like that picture. That's a cool picture, brother. Very cool picture. In terms of Vlad, what's up, Vlad, my man? We are trading, huh? We're going to be trading. We're going to be trading. We're going to see what Vlad's up to soon. And what do we got? It's just Vlad. I know he's always trading. And Luke, what's up, brother? Luke, nice to see you up top there. I hope you're having fun with the family. I know you guys are busy with summer as well. And we'll cut you a video if need be. Way to hit your targets. Way to buy it, support, sell it, resistance. Bull trap was in effect. I'll try and cut you guys a good video. And bingo, looking for this level, guys. This is London with